Well, hot diggity daffodil, let's get this show on the road, friendo. It is Friday, October 11th, which also happens to be my dad Gary's birthday. Happy birthday, Gary. I'm probably going to forget to phone you later, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I'm a perfectly mediocre son. Welcome to Game on Hockey. My name's Graham Moseman, welcoming you to your daily dose of hockey, where we get you up to date on the sport that you love in 10 minutes or less. Now, if this was traditional media, we'd probably spend the entire, maybe not the entire, like 8 minutes out of a 10 minute show about the Leafs' first win, and then maybe like a smidge for everyone else. But gosh darn it, we're a new media company. We're an indie company. We'll get to the Leafs in a second, but first we're going to start with the future Stanley Cup champions, the Ottawa Senators, because that's how it works when you beat last year's Cup champions, right? Fresh with a brand new contract, Linus Ullmark was stellar for the Ottawa Senators. But before we get to that, there was this amazing moment before the game, just like seconds after the Kachuk brothers took this really sweet and cute photo with Brady's new son Ryder on the ice. Right after that happened, Senators fans did this. That is Sens fans chanting Brady's better, which, like, if we're talking like a category fantasy league, that's super true and fair. I'd take Matthew over Brady in a points league, maybe, but like if we're talking categories, Brady's better. Anyway, Senators win this one 3-1. Tim Stutz led with a pair of goals. Shane Pinto scored as well. Sasha Barkov for the Panthers, though, went hard into the boards, and we'll hopefully find out later on today what kind of shape he's going to be in. Now, the Bruins and the Canadiens put up 10 goals collectively as old Jair Bear Swayman makes his very first start after that nasty old contract dispute. Cole Caulfield scored again, and he looks so good wearing number 13. Like, just some numbers just look good in certain sweaters. And number 13 for Cole Caulfield, because it of course is the Johnny Gaudreau tribute, but also brings up a little bit of Mike Camilleri too. Anyway, he looks great as that game got a little spicy. Brand new Boston Bruins Nikita Zadorov and Elias Lindholm teamed up with Lindy deflecting in a shot from New Z to find the score sheet together. And there was just a bunch of goals back and forth in this one, including two from Boston's Mark Castelletic. This game wrapped up with a 6-4 final in favor of the Bruins. And what is it about Boston that they can just find random dudes out of nowhere that are suddenly just gonna become awesome? Because they're the Bruins. That's just a thing that's happened. He's just some random guy, and he's going to score like 20 goals because, Boston. Anyway, apparently Mark Castelletic was a senator at some point in time, but like you could have listed any team, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, that guy totally played there. Anyway, the Los Angeles Kings headed off to the land of the chicken wing and handed Buffalo their third loss to start the season. Anze Kopitar, though, getting a hat trick in that game to just keep the sadness train rolling for the Bruins, not the Bruins, for the Buffalo Sabres. Poor Buffalo. It feels like they're the kid from The Simpsons that's shouting, "Stop, stop! He's already dead." That's the Buffalo Sabres at that point, and we are 3 games into the regular season. Utah, shout out to them winning their second game ever as a franchise. And this is one of my favorite things about early season hockey, because you see the weirdest and dumbest things in the stats and standings as current Art Ross and Rocket Richard frontrunner Dylan Gunther leads the league in points and goals at the moment, as he netted another 2 goals for Hockey Club as they get a 5-4 win over the New York Islanders. Now, the Wild beat the Blue Jackets 3-2 in the 2000 Expansion Team Bowl. The Stars opened up their season with a 4-3 win against the Nashville Predators, who just. God, the Predators look so weird with Steven Stamkos and Brady Shea and then Jonathan Marchessault. Stammer in a Preds jersey just looks wrong. It's like when Marty Brodeur was a St. Louis Blue, and like you knew your eyes were seeing it, but it was just. Blah. anyway. The Pittsburgh Penguins may not be as dead as we thought. After losing 6-0 the other night to the Rangers, they took down the Red Wings 6-3. Carlson with a goal and assist. Crosby a couple of helpers. Alex DeBrincat 2 goals and an assist for the Red Wings. And look, if you're the Red Wings and you're losing to the Penguins, it might be time to unretire your old nickname of the Detroit Dead Things, because that's just... ugh, that's yikes. Macklin Celebrini, though, gets his very first goal as the Blues took down the Sharkies 5-4 in overtime. And I know they won, but the Blues, like, is there a team that inspires less confidence than the St. Louis Blues? Like, outside of Jordan Kyrou, who's awesome, Robert Thomas, Pavel Buchnevich, who are all rad. Like, their secondary scoring is relying on, like, the ghost of Brandon Saad. We'll see how that goes for them. Like an idiot, though, I bought NHL 25, and I don't know how you play that game if you do, but I'm big on, like, picking a bad team and trading everyone away to make it awesome. And I had no idea how many no-move contracts that the St. Louis Blues have. Basically, their entire defense is on a no-move contract, and, yeah, spoiler alert, their defense kind of sucks. So, as a fellow NHL general manager, I know exactly what Doug Armstrong has to go through. And I told you we'd get here. My congratulations, Toronto. Your season is saved with a 4-2 win over the New Jersey Devils. And don't look, Habs pals, but Max Pacioretty scored one of the 4 goals as Dennis Hildeby was pretty unreal, stopping 23 of 25 shots as the Leafs take that one, though. The Devils in this game were just kind of terrible in their defensive zone. Like muffin passes, weird giveaways, not being hard on the puck, not protecting the puck. It got bad enough that Sheldon Keefe was yelling, "Let's go, boys! Come on, you gotta be better!" I assume that's what Sheldon Keefe's voice sounds like. I could Google it, but that seems like too much work. Anyway, the Devils look pretty soft in their defensive zone, which is not what you expect for a team that just signed Brett Pesce. But again, early season, things get a little bit weird. Hey, if you want to become a sponsor for any of the incredible shows here across the Game Over Network, just hit up our website and then send a note in. And we'd love to have you as a part of the show. We're an indie media company. We're just trying to make our way through. So even if you have like a pretty small budget, but like kind of like what you're seeing, whether you want to get a logo on the Game Over show or have our folks, we can make commercials for you as well. We'd love to have you on board. Just head over to GameOverNetwork.com. So you may have missed this because it feels like all Amazon is promoting right now is the Face Off show, which is very, very good. I am so sick of seeing that McDavid clip, though. Good Lord, we get it. The guy got mad and yelled at his team, and his voice cracked a little. We understand. They had their debut of NHL Coast to Coast. Now, it's only in Canada, and I don't want to be too hard on it because it's brand new, but it's being billed as this like NFL Red Zone for hockey, right? You have Andy Petrillo on this week. She'll be the regular host. PK Subban and Jason Demers were on as well. And they were kind of just like jumping back and forth between all the games that you had on the docket. And it was okay. It was fine. It just felt like there wasn't really enough content for them to go through. There was really one kind of cool moment though with Leon Draisaitl, who they did get as a guest. Leon Draisaitl, who admits to being a weird beer guy.
I heard that you stir your beer with a spoon,
Whoa.
and I want to know what the hell that is about.
Dude, that would not fly out on Lake Joseph, in Canada, anywhere.
Right.
Anybody?
Calm down,
I got to
PK.
hear about this. What's up with that, Leon? Come on.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm not the biggest fan of the carbonation in it. So sometimes if you have a couple, they sit nicer on the stomach if you just take the carbonation out.
So I think that is a European thing, but hey, look at Leon Draisaitl. Stirs his beer with a spoon, guy. Anyway, we are just about out of time. That has you set for everything in the world of hockey here. You can't wait to see you here tomorrow. A couple episodes of Game On tonight, including Game Over Vancouver and Game Over Winnipeg for you to check out when both those games are done. That's it for me. I'm Graham Mosman. We'll talk here again tomorrow on Game On Hockey on the Game Over Network. Thanks so much.